Good, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
I'm Faith. I'm 23 years old. Okay, so it's gonna be about how I was delivered from homosexuality.
Okay.
So it started back in 2018. Shortly after I graduated high school, I was living with my aunt at the time and my two cousins. Both of them are gay. One was a male, like males, and then the other one, she was going through a transition to become a male. And I hung out a lot with the one who was assigned male at birth. And we would have a lot of conversations about relationships and what we wanted in a partner. And I would remember this time, like we were shopping. We were shopping and he saw this woman dressed up like more masculine. And he said to me, he goes, oh, like, I can see you with her. Now I looked at him like confused because you already knew my stance on with what my sexuality is. So as time went on, it would just continuously be, oh, I can see you with her. She's cute, things like that. And then I started, one day, like I just started to think like, she is cute. I can't see myself with her. Like, and once that clicked in my head, that's when the convincing started to come in. And I was really convincing myself like every day, like, I like females. This is me. Like, that's it. And the more time I spent with him and everybody in the house, it's like the stronger it grew and the more convincing like it was. I changed my Instagram bio, put the flag in my bio. I changed all my social medias. Like, nope, girls only. That's it. Like it was like a lot. And one day I remember I was in my room. I started to read my Bible here and there, just periodically. And I was reading, and in the middle of me reading, I was like, something don't feel right. Like, this isn't me. And in the midst of that, I went into like a deep depression. No one knew that. I was suffering silently. And I wasn't happy on the inside. Nothing was going right. I was trying to find myself. I even got into Buddhism, praying to a God that's not even real and still feeling empty inside, trying to look for stuff to fill that void. And back to me reading my Bible, I was just like, this isn't me. Like, nothing feels right. And that's when I realized, like, girl, like you're looking for all the answers and nothing is fulfilling that. Like, you need to actually seek God, the one and only true living God. So I started to do that, listen to more gospel music, get out of the house more, get into the word more, surround myself with people who were actually uplifting me. And
where did that originally come from? That like, let's, for lack of a better word, like that religious side, the Bible, God.
well, I grew up in a church family. So I was always in and out of in the church growing up, but as I got older, I was like, I'm gonna do my own thing. So like, I kind of strayed away. So I still like knew of God. I didn't necessarily have a relationship with him and actually know him. So like, he was always in the back of my mind, like, yeah, God, you're there. I go for you whenever I need anything. And that's about it.
Right.
He was like a genie for me at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once that started happening with my boyfriend that I'm currently with now, once I met him and we ended up moving in together, I was like, yeah. I was looking back and I was like, wow, like there was a transferring spirit in that house. And I wasn't strong enough or knew at the time what it was. I didn't have much knowledge on it. So it was able to grab hold of me and just have its way and just, yep. I did a lot of convincing to myself that, yeah, this is what I want. And it was like, no. Like, I even took my parents out to lunch and I was like, hey, this is the real me. Like, this is who I am. And they're like, where's this coming from? Like, you were never like this. And I was like, no, I am. Like, I hid it from you and this is just me now.
All right. And so what do you feel like God like revealed to you as, or what was that like revelatory moment? Was there a specific moment that kind of hit you and said, hey, this is kind of off? Like, it's just that time that you were reading the Bible?
Yeah. I was just sitting in my room reading and I was just like, I don't know, he was just talking to me. He was just like, what are you doing? Like, this is not you. Like, it's not. And then I started thinking to myself, like, yeah, this isn't me. So, like, once I started to say that, and I switched my social medias back to what it was originally, and I really, like, was talking to people, like my close friends, and explaining things to them. And they were giving me some encouraging words, and it was just like, yeah, this isn't it. And I really feel like it was the house. The spirits in the house, they were super strong and just having their way with everybody in the house, honestly.
So did you see it among some other family members too, or some other people in that house?
Well, besides my two cousins, but as far as my other family members,
It's funny how we all like react to different situations differently, right?
Right.
How we are. Sometimes the enemy is a really good psychologist. You know what I'm saying? And he can like break out certain things. That's awesome. So, what would you say to the person who might be struggling with that kind of sexual identity? Struggling with that sexual identity, finding that out.
I would say honestly, go to Jesus. It's such a cliche, but it's like it's the truth. Like actually bury your face in the Word and talk to Him. Like avoid talking to anybody else. Like go directly to the source, because He's the only one that's really going to talk back to you and give you the actual confirmation and answers that you need for that specific situation.